All right, going back to basics today, what I call the marketing life cycle. Um, so, from start to finish, what a marketing team should do. Obviously, very high level. Number one, build awareness. Uh, the whole point of this is introducing your brand to people that have never heard of you through valuable interactions. So, a lot of times, this very well may be not directly related to your product. Uh, but you're building you're capturing mind space, essentially what you're doing, and then you're hoping to do that on a repeated basis. So uh, that awareness grows of who you are, just as you give people a reason to look at you. Then the second step is to educate them. So when you've captured that awareness, and you're delivering value, simultaneously you need to educate consumers on pain points that they have. So sometimes delivering value through content can alleviate some of that. But obviously, ultimately, the product that you sell is supposed to deliver the most value, and you're supposed to make sure people are aware of the problem and that there's a solution for it. So this one gets a little bit tricky because it's easy to a lot of the just content we'll put together is just essentially a sales pitch, buy from us, right? Our product is valuable, you should get it. And it can turn folks off if you do it too much. So the education piece is a really tricky one. As you're educating them, though, here's step 3, is that you need to build trust. So this will come with consistent value giving. But essentially what you're trying to do is show potential customers that if anybody's out there that knows your problems, it's you. And if they ever want to solve their problems or that specific problem, that you are the one that they should go to. Everybody likes to talk about, so let me give you an example. Everybody likes to talk about AI on sales calls and analysis and stuff. If our sales team were to ever start looking at tech like that, we felt like that's needed, guess what? The brand that's going to come first to mind is Gong. And I honestly have no idea of any other brand competitors. I would probably find them as if I were to research, but Gong would be the first group I reach out to. And then if they've got their stuff together, where I try and engage, and so this gets into the next step, that once I'm ready, when I reach out to them, if they make it as easy as possible to start and buy, they're going to win. And I haven't been through that process with them, but you make it, your fourth job is to capture the demand that you've created. You've got to make it as easy as possible for people to do that and engage with you. So optimizing that flow is crazy critical. Because let's take the Gong example. If they're the only brand I know that does this AI sales call stuff, I reach out to them and I'm wanting to set up a call to figure it out. If they're able to essentially set up a meeting and we have the first call and get pricing back to understand within a day, they won't even give me time to go look at the competitor options, and I have it right in front of me. As long as the price point isn't crazy and I can't handle it and I'm forced to go look elsewhere, I'll probably just go. And then the fifth is experience. So this is maybe a little bit less on marketing's control, but you can, there's messaging and things that throughout and design that you influence, but you make sure that everything marketing can control in the product experience is as delightful as possible. And because the whole point is you want to make sure that if anybody comes to them to ask them what they use or for suggestions, you're the one they bring up. So that's what I would say the life cycle of marketing is. Did I miss anything? If so, I'd love to have you add your thoughts.